Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Quivz here. Quivz does stuff. Back today in Astroneer. After a brief hiatus to have a look at two new games, Solasta, Crown of the Magister, a game based on the Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition rule set, accurately based, as opposed to Baldur's Gate, which I would say is its alternate, which is slightly more loosely based. Yeah, check that out if you'd like to. The video should be there somewhere. And then Biomutant, which is almost an indie game. I mean, it is an indie game. It's made by a very small studio, but it's published by the larger THQ Nordic of... I don't know. They do a bunch of things. My favorite games is the Saints Row series that they do. But yes, back to Astroneer after that brief time to have a look at a few other things. Today we'll be working towards activating the gate on Novus. Now, I don't know whether we will, whether we'll actually successfully activate the gate in a single sitting, because I don't know how long I'm going to be playing for. It's kind of late already. It's like 9 o'clock. In fact, I've probably got an alarm set that's going to go off at 9. So in about 3 minutes, there will be a little alarm. But that's all right. I'll just turn that off. I've already done the thing the alarm is warning me about. So let's begin. I do have my spreadsheet prepped, so let's have a look what Novus has. It has one medium battery, one large wind turbine, one large solar turbine. It's got a furnace, a centrifuge, a lab, an atmosphere, compressor, whatever the hell that thing's called again. It's got a landing pad. It doesn't have a hab. Doesn't have any diggers. And I have not activated the gates, and I have not done the probe. So, I reckon at the very least, let's have a look at the Planetpedia. Novus. It's got high sun and high wind. So, I can fit one more large thing. What if I take one more large solar and a hab with me, and then I won't be able to fit a digger on as well. The digger's less important. I mean, hematite, I've got a lot of iron at the moment, and I don't need lithium at the moment. We can always go back and do that later if we need to do it, if we want to do it. Let's work on the gateway. So, assuming that I need the gateway, that means I'm definitely going to need to print. Oh, I'm going to need to take a buggy with me as well. We should write a list like we did last time. Let me find some paper and a pen. Right. So I reckon I'm going to take a large solar. Let's go with solar, because the winds are always inconsistent. I'm going to take a hab. I'm going to need a buggy and a buggy seat. I'm going to need a probe. Probe. There's that alarm I was telling you about. I'm going to need... What else are we going to need when we get there? Buggy and the buggy seat and the probe are to go and get the probe. The large solar should be enough on its own. Combined with the other large solar and large wind turbine, if I can get them sort of set up at the gateway, that should activate the gateway. I don't really think I need anything else. I mean, there'd be other things that I would need if I was taking the digger, but since I won't be able to fit the digger... Or will I? Does this large solar fit in a medium slot? We'll see. If there's space, then we'll do a digger and an RTG. Alright, so I reckon solar. I reckon solar is going to be a better bet. So that is copper. I've already forgotten. Copper. Aluminium alloy is another copper, so we'll need 2 copper total. Aluminium. I don't have any aluminium here. Gonna have to go find some aluminium. And what? Glass. And I don't have any thingy either. Well, let's just make a couple for now so we can get on. Oh, well, one apparently. 3, that's better. Let's do that. Give me my things back. Cool. Yeah, so we got 2 copper there. I need to make an aluminium alloy. Copper and aluminium, and then I need 1 copper. And then I need to go find some aluminium. I don't remember where aluminium is on this planet. It's been a long time. In fact, I might have said that the last time it was a long time, and I was like, I don't remember where aluminium is. But it'll be around somewhere. That's, kind of need some of that, don't I? I don't actually have any on me. Could just grab some while I'm here real quick. Done. That's enough. I just needed a little bit. Alright, no aluminium here. This was all for research points. There's aluminium. I can see it in the distance. Do I just go over there and get it? I think I do. Oh, is this going to be like 1 thing of aluminium and that's it? Oh no, there we go. There's a bit. Maybe I should do a digger for this. Alright, maybe later. That's enough for now. Cool nanas. So, couple of aluminium. Is that 3? I thought I only grabbed 2. Yeah, okay, I changed colours at the end of the last Let's Play because we unlocked a new colour by doing the probe. The problem is I can't see the backpack properly. So I'm going to change colours again, if I can work out how. Ah, there it is. Palettes. Exo standard. Oh, okay. That is not... Is that the standard colour? Oh, it is. Alright. Was that before? Visania. Or Novus. Novus, because it's the more bluey purple rather than the pinky purple. Cool. That makes it a little bit easier to see what I'm actually carrying on my backpack. Alright, so smelt 1 more aluminium, smelt a glass. Oops. And that will take care of that. Now for a hab we're going to need plastic and silicone. Can't remember what plastic and silicone is. Plastic is carbon and compound. Well, that's easy enough. Let's do 2 carbon. We have no compound, but that's okay because I've got 2 full canisters on my back. So we'll load the centrifuge up and make some compound. We'll put that there and get the aluminium alloy churning over. Glass goes there. Carbon goes there. Silicone, I believe, was quartz rather than glass. And resin? Can't remember. Plastic. 2 times. How are we doing for fuel? Yeah, I got 3 basically full hydrazine canisters. Must be pretty close to full. Buggy seat, I think, is printed here. Rover seat, that's what it was called. 2 compound, I could do that as well. 1, 2, done. Print that off. Grab your first plastic, put it over there. Print a second one. Literally cannot remember what silicone was. Did I bring the RTGs back? No. So I think I left my RTGs on the wrong planet. Oh no, there they are. So I do have the 2 QT RTGs here. Yes, that does fit in a small slot. Ah. That being said, if that fits in there, I could take a digger, but then I can't take the buggy. I'd have to build the buggy over there. That's alright. I could take the resources to build a buggy. I don't even need to take the resources. That I can easily build a buggy over there. Alright, so we'll cross the buggy off. We'll take the buggy seat with us because we've built it. So there's no point in leaving it. The probe's going to be the big problem. Alright, I've built the large solar. So we'll cross that off. Let's just carry that with me for now, because why not? MDM, that's another plastic. I need 2 silicone. Silicon? Silicon. What was silicon? Graphene, diamond. Silicon was resin, quartz, and needs methane. So I was right, it was resin and quartz. And I think we've got the methane, so... so a probe. Let's make a probe. Make that on your backpack out of iron. So I need to smelt some iron. How much of that have we got left? Ooh, we are actually low on iron. I've only got 6 iron left. So it would be worth taking a digger with. So we might have to make a digger. I don't even know if I've got enough iron to actually make a digger. But that's alright, because I've got a trade platform if I have to, as an emergency circumstance. So we can sort that out with that. Alright, some more probe scanner. I really thought it was iron. Oh, it's steel. Alright, so I do need an iron, but I'm also going to need a crap load of carbon. So let's go get some organic. Yeah, that'll work. 3 for now. Wrong thing. That's the first silicone. Put that over there. Need one more. Carbon, that'll make our steel, and then a digger. Digger is a similarly difficult thing to make. I'm also going to need to make an RTG. That's going to take forever, because that's the hard one. Lithium, nice and easy. Lithium. Put that nanocarbon alloy. Yeah, that's going to take some doing. But that's alright, we'll get to it. Alright. Print one of those. Print the probe scanner. We got, you know, considering it's not like I give a damn how long the diggers take so long as they're digging, I could just use 1 QT RTG. I mean, it's only 1 U, but you know, eventually that'd still dig up enough stuff for me. Nah. Alright, nanocarbon alloy. This is going to be a lot of stuff. So we need steel and titanium alloy. So let's start with titanium alloy. It's going to need graphene. So graphene comes from that. I need hydrazine. So let's start with the hydrazine. That's a good place to start. Where's that ammonia? There it is. Apparently I don't have any hydrogen on the thing at the moment. Is that hydrogen? That is hydrogen. Let's put that there. Okay, so I do have graphite. Let's not waste time making more graphite, because that's always a slightly annoying task, and we've actually got graphite, so we don't need to do that today. so there's the hydrazine. So I can make a graphene. And then I need just the titanium and nitrogen. I think I've got nitrogen on there. If not, well, nitrogen's easy to get because this planet has nitrogen, but no, that's nitrogen, the pig stuff. Cool. At some point I'll have played this game enough that I'll just remember the compositions of all the chemicals, but for the time being, no, I don't remember all the compositions of all the chemicals. Right, I'm going to need another iron and another carbon to make a steel. Doop-doobity-boo, there we go, carbon, make steel, and there's the hab done, put that on there, flick over to the auto extractor, rubber, tungsten carbide and steel, so I'm definitely going to need at least 2 more of these. More organic, running out of organic again. Almost tempted to just fill up my things. You know what? Let's just eat this mountain. Because why not? It will sufficiently fill my thing. And apparently there's some copper here. Interesting. Oh well, anyway, we don't need that now. I mean, normally I quarry that other bit on my downslope, but yeah, that's getting thin. And I'm actually going to turn this into organic, something I swore I'd never do because it's too easy to get organic, and it is, but it's also getting annoying to having to go look for it, so just 8 ready would be quite handy. Alright, so I need 2 steel, was it? 2 steel. Oh wait, first I need... Did I do that already? I did. Where did it go? That's not what I wanted to do at all. There it is. Oh wait, titanium alloy is only halfway to what I need. Haha! Titanium alloy and steel to make the nanocarbon alloy. That's better. Right. Need 1 more of those. Okay, so what was it? 2 steel, a rubber, and a tungsten carbide. So for a tungsten carbide, I'm going to need a tungsten. So let's do a tungsten. Tungsten carbide, I'm probably going to need carbon. There's that nanocarbon alloy. So with that, I can print an RTG. I need 2 steel. Must be out of argon. Argon, argon, argon. Dispensing methane. Argon. I must be running low on argon. Alright. Whatever planet has the argon, we'll have to try and get some more argon. And remember to bring that back. Right. That should be able to make steel and then steel. I think that should be tungsten carbide. Assuming it's just tungsten and carbon. And then what? Rubber. Rubber is organic and compound? Something? 2 steel. Where did that first steel go? There it is. Grab the RTG. We'll just carry that with us. 2 steel. tungsten carbide. Hydrazine, diamond, graphene, tungsten carbide. And rubber. Organic and resin. So not compounded and organic. So let's grab that compound. Turn that over. Alright, let's have a look. Got a lot of copper, well, malachite. Still got a lot of ammonium, and that's alright because we can always get more of that. That's on this planet. Fair bit of titanite, fair bit of lithium. We're running low on iron, but that's okay. And I've got a lot of methane. What's a rare resource that I need more of? I've got no tungsten. Do I have a digger on... What's a tungsten planet? Okay, on DeSolo I have a digger digging wolframite, so we could always go back to DeSolo and pick up a lot of wolframite and bring it back here, which we'll worry about when I run out. I've got 2 more, and I don't go through that much tungsten, so... I mean, the one in the digger I think is pretty much all I use it for these days. Alright, so that will take a fair while to build. What else do we need that I can fit on my backpack? Because if it doesn't fit on the backpack, I don't really need it. Or at least I can't take it with me, so what's the point? Now, does Novus have gas? Hydrogen or methane? Do I need either hydrogen or methane? No, because I can get hydrogen on this planet, and I'm pretty sure that was methane. Yes. And I can get hydrogen here. So no, we don't need to take a gas canister with us, because I don't need those gases. Stay hydrated, folks. It's always good advice. It's better advice than drink water, because you can drink too much water, but stay hydrated is better, because that is not drink too much water, that's just if you're thirsty, drink something. Yeah, I remember there was, I believe it was in England, and a radio station had a hold your wee for a wee competition, and you had to try and not pee for as long as possible, and the person who won would get a Nintendo Wii, and somebody died, because... Well, first of all, you need to urinate. That's so that your body can get rid of excess toxins and stuff. Like, it's really important. But secondly, there's this, like, you can get hydrotoxicity, where you've just got so much water, your body doesn't have enough. Your body relies really a lot on there being salty areas and watery areas. It helps move chemicals around. It's really important that that happens. That's why you cannot survive without salts, and you cannot survive without water. Those two are really, really, really extremely essential. You'd think that drinking salty water would help then, but no, it doesn't, because it dehydrates you. Anyway, long story. You need salt, you need water. But yeah, so if you have too much water in your system, and it begins to overbalance the salt, it can kill you, and that's what actually happened in this competition. That's pretty dreary for a friendly, family-friendly stream about Astroneer, so I'm sorry I brought that up. But it is important to stay hydrated. It is important to know that it's hydrated, not to drink liters and liters and liters and liters and liters of water, because that's not helping anyone. You just need to not be thirsty. Back in the old days, they used to tell you that, like, if your urine is really yellow, you should drink more water. That's not true either. You might just, have eaten a lot of crap recently and your body had to get rid of a lot of toxins. It doesn't matter how much water you drank, your pee is going to be really yellow because it's got to get rid of all those toxins. Right. So we're going to build the buggy over there. We've got the hab, we've got a buggy seat, and we've got a probe. We're taking a digger with us. Oh, we need a canister. Glass and plastic. Damn it, I'm out of quartz again. And plastic. What was plastic? Plastic was quartz as well, wasn't it? No, carbon and compound. Alright, carbon and compound. But I need to now fill up. Again, I'm going to start just deleting this mountain bit by bit as I go. Of course, getting stuck here is not helping. Let me out. I'm going to go this way because apparently there's copper over here, so, well, malachite. So I might as well grab that as well, just for the bonus. Cool. 2 full canisters. Turn that into 4 quartz. Turn 1 quartz into glass. And 1 plastic. Then I'll take the 2 QTRTGs with me because I'm going to need them for the buggy. And we'll see what Earth probe landed on Novus. I believe last week was Voyager 2. Was it last week? Well, last episode. We found Voyager 2. Voyager. Little Star Trek. The motion picture? Was that the first movie or was that the second movie? I think the second movie was the one where they go back in time and end up on Earth to save the whales. Using a Klingon stealth vessel. And I think the first one is they're fighting some alien entity who turns out to actually be... Spoiler alert for a movie that's like 30, 40, 50 years old. Ooh, how old is Star Trek the motion picture? Let's find that out. Star Trek the motion picture. Yeah, it would help if you just gave me 1979. So maths. 40 years? No. Yeah. 42 years. If we're doing that right? Yes. Damn. That is a long, long time ago. Yeah, unless I'm mistaken, that one was about Vija. So, spoiler alert for, like I said, a 42-year-old film. Vija is... They think originally it's an alien entity, but what Vija actually is... Do I have anything? No, I don't. Good. Is the remains of Voyager, I think 1, possibly 2, that some alien race discovered. And it saw that Voyager's sort of goal was to travel the stars and discover things, or to, collect information and things. And they created it better electronics and stuff. So they upgraded the heck out of Voyager 2. And Voyager 2 eventually came home to Earth. And I can't remember. That's sort of the premise of the whole crux of the movie is eventually they discover that Vija is actually Voyager. It's just that space dirt and dust and stuff had covered up the rest of the name, and so no one could tell that it was Voyager. And then I think the second one is where they go back to Earth, back in time. They slingshot around the sun and go so fast they move back in time to rescue the whales, because there are no more whales. Using a Klingon stealth ship. And then the third one is Wrath of Khan? Or is the second one Wrath of Khan? Okay, now I have to know. Entirely off topic. Star Trek movies. Alright, the motion picture. List of films. Does it have a quick synopsis of each one? That'd be really nice. No. Yes. Cloud of deep space heads towards Earth. What its intention might be? Yeah, I think that's the Vija one. So 2's the Wrath of Khan. So in the first one, Spock... No, in the second one, Spock dies. Dies, sort of. That's 82. So that was the year I was born. Yes, I'm that old, people. Then The Search for Spock is the third one. Yeah, that's The Search for Spock. So which one is the one where they go and get the whales? Oh, Whales is the Voyage Home. So Vija and the Voyage Home might actually be the same one, and maybe I don't remember. I definitely don't remember The Final Frontier. Number 5. Yeah, no idea. Kronos exploding. The moon of Kronos' moon Praxis explodes. That's the undiscovered country. Wow. Yeah, I do not remember the original movie series at all, except maybe for the Wrath of Khan. I remember bits and pieces about the Wrath of Khan. I might have to go back and watch those again. Next Generation films, they were alright. Generations, yeah, that's sort of the handover from Kirk to what's his face. First Contact is First Contact, the first cool Borg movie. Some of that was good. James Cromwell as Zephram Cochrane. Insurrection. What was Insurrection? I don't remember what that was about. Oh, Nemesis. Played by Tom Hardy? Oh, wow. Yeah, okay. I do not remember any of this at all. And then there's the Kelvin timeline, which is the reboot. What I consider the Simon Pegg films is how I think of them, just because they've got Simon Pegg in them as Scotty, which is weird. What's that other dude's name? I can never remember the guy's name. Chris Pine, that's the one. Who I think actually makes a pretty good not Shatner, makes a pretty good Kirk, because he's got the whole cowboy thing down. Like, he's not, he's heroic, but in a disrespectful way. All right, we are here. I'm going to need at least one more large platform B. Where's my printer? Research components on this planet, that's good. Could always take a lot of those home with me as well. Need somewhere to set up this hab, so I can do that. That'll probably be just here off to the side, why not? Some clay here. Kill two birds with one stone. Grab the clay because. Right. Expand this out so it's a nice big flat area, although of course as soon as I place the hab it will change the flatness of the area itself, because that's the way those work. Alright, where's the door? Make the door sort of face at least approximately the right direction. There we go. Yeah, That's okay. That's close enough. It doesn't matter if I print on the slightly off thing. I'm not going to try and re-flatten the entire area to this like I did last time. Right. The gate is... there. Whoops. Apparently, I don't have any tethers on my back. Also don't have anywhere to put the tethers, so that's... I don't know whether they work from there. Let's just move... swap it with a probe scanner for now. Just because... Cool. Cool. Yep, that'll work. Just for now, might as well. Right. Not a lot, but yeah, let's grab them while we're going past, why not? The large solar. So this will be the 5th gate we've activated, and I think probably... no, I've definitely activated the Novus gate before. But I think this is the last gate I've ever activated. I don't think I've ever activated Glacio, I believe would be the next one after this. It's annoying me because I walk past it and I'm worried I'm going to step on it by accident. Well, we'll replant it over here because... Okay, and then I need to, bit by bit, transport these over there. So let's unplug everything, unlock it, pick it up, and do the waddle walk. Alright, so this one is wind, so it's not remotely reliant on any of that. I wonder... cool. Yeah, so the other thing that's happened recently is my drone finally arrived. So I was talking previously about wanting to get a first-person view drone, FPV drone. I now have one. It's cool. They're a bit of fun. They are incredibly hard to fly. I was not really aware of just how difficult they actually are to fly. But yeah, they are super hard to fly. Ah, man. Yeah, shadows. Shadows are always a problem. Ah. I almost need another one just so I can get these both out of the shadows at the same time. Maybe. Where is the light? I don't know. Nope, it's going to go down before I get done. Ah, okay. Alright, so we need a better setup. I'm trying to disconnect that cable. There we go. So I think what we'll do is we'll do this. Oops. Maybe I should have gone with wind, hey? And then like this, which should get it really far away. And I don't know, maybe that'll be out in the sun. Yeah. So other than doing this, I need to get to the center of the planet. I'm just going to leave this and we're going to go to the center of the planet and see what happens. I should empty my backpack as well. I'm carrying too much stuff. A lot of this is unnecessary at the moment. Now, I do not have an iron digger. I need an iron digger, so we will also pay attention on the way down and see if I can find an iron digger. Well, iron digger, a spot to dig iron. I reckon I emptied a lot of the iron out when I was last here, because I think this is the first iron planet, hematite planet. And I reckon I would have collected a lot of it just so that I could take a decent amount back with me. So yeah, so it would really help if I could find a new source of that. $250, that's a lot. See if we see any red sparkles. Oh, wouldn't mind one of those either. Red sparkles nearby? No. Oh yes, there's some. Doesn't look like it's a lot though. Don't really know. Might suffice. I have to go over this rock, which is semi-annoying, but not the end of the world. Could make that work. I'm out of tethers, so I need to make some more of those. Walk up and over? No, not yet. Let's oh yeah, that's right. It doesn't never builds where you're standing. You have to actually get out of the way. Yep, there we go. Now I can walk to and fro, which is what we want, basically. Another thing here. I don't want to harvest the thing, but I want to get rid of this rock. That's kind of in the stuck in the ore vein. There we go. and then we'll bring a digger over here and see if this is going to be sufficient to get us something. And with that, we shall also continue on our journey to the center of the Earth. Well, planet Novus. Yeah, we didn't get very far. We ran into aluminium and stopped by the looks of things. I don't know whether that was because I was looking for aluminium and that's the only reason why I stopped, or if I just didn't get any further because I just didn't get any further. There's an even more obvious iron node on that wall. Quite possibly would have been even better, but oh well. Too late now. There's a lot of lithium. That means we're now at the second sort of level of the planet. And yeah, you can see things are getting kind of flat, so I might just can't grab it. Damn it. Ah. That's just annoying. Come here. There we go. Cool. Alright, let's increase our level of descent. So we'll adjust that. There we go. No, now I'm picking up lithium that I don't need either. So speaking of journeys to the center of the Earth, there's actually another game that I was thinking of getting to play because it looked good, and I think it's also a pretty indie studio, or you know, they don't have a lot under their belt. And that is Journey to a Savage Planet, to the Savage Planet. That looks kind of cool. I've heard good and bad things about it, but I don't know, it looks cool. I might be interested in giving that one a go in the near future. So stay tuned, because you might see that one appearing on the channel very soon. That being said, I've also been playing a bit more of Biomutant. I got distracted. I was talking about my drone and I never got any further. I will come back to the drone. I have been playing a bit more of Biomutant. In fact, I recorded some of the footage to try and make a actual edited video as opposed to a live stream like this one where I just talk and play and everything happens live. But I don't really know how to make a video out of it. Like, I don't have a purpose, and it's not like it's a let's play, it's just a little bit more. So I kind of need to come up with an actual idea of what I'm trying to accomplish with the video, then use the footage I've got, as well as maybe having to go back and get some more B-roll. But yeah, we'll see. I'm not really sure where I'm going to go with that one yet. But yeah, maybe more Biomutant videos as well. Solasta is good, but I'm less interested in it, so I don't know how much more of that I will play. As I said, I bought that one specifically because I think the devs are doing something good, and they deserve to be rewarded for doing something that was worth doing. Like, that was worth doing purely for its own merits. To actually do an accurate 5th edition D&D game. So I'm supporting them for that alone. It doesn't even matter if the game isn't very good. And the game's okay. It's not the most amazing story so far. Like, I'm not gripped. Some of the voice acting's a bit lackluster. But the actual game engine is excellent. It's very accurate to 5th edition. If you read other reviews, a lot of people will say it's a little too accurate to 5th edition. Like, it goes to a level no one else would have bothered to go to, and quite possibly they shouldn't have bothered to go to. But look, somebody did it, and it was hard to do. And that alone is worth mentioning. And is worthy of respect and, in my opinion, support. So I'm supporting the developers by buying the game. And the same goes for Biomutant. I'm having a little more fun with Biomutant, so I'm actually playing the thing, but in the same way, I think it was a cool original IP, like it was something we hadn't really seen before. It's similar to things we've seen before, but with a unique spin and twist. And that was worth, you know, a little bit of support. So I bought the game. Now the other thing I wanted to do is play a bit of Phasmophobia for you guys, because there are 2 new ghosts, the Hantu and the Yokai, and there's also a new house, the Willow Street House. So those are worth looking into. I'm probably going to get this wrong. I believe it's the Yokai is going to be an interesting one as a streamer because it's sound sensitive. So it doesn't have... It can hunt at 50% like all other ghosts. And I believe it's a special ability. So it's like the Banshee. It can trigger it as a special ability. But when it triggers it, if you talk near it, it immediately begins a hunt. So it's super sound sensitive. What am I trying to do here? I'm trying to increase the rate of decline again because... Well, this is just a little too flat. Coming into this room at like... basically 100% flat's not going to help. I need to have some downward momentum. Yep. And then I need to gently curve away so that I'm heading towards the thing. One of the pillars. It's going to be very easy to fall off coming down here, but I guess we'll see. Hopefully I won't actually fall off. Alright, that one's not connected. Why not? There we go. Gotta run out of rock before I get there. Is the ceiling close enough? No, the ceiling is really far away. A lot of Astroneer down here too. There we go. Yeah. So hopefully next time I come down here I don't fall off, but you never know. I've made stupid mistakes before and I will make them again. I don't know if the fall in this area would kill you because of the weird gravity and everything. Want as gentle a curve as possible so that it's possible to just walk your way into the gravity shift. And then jump and tether. I've explained before why I jump and tether before, but I'll explain again. Because the gravity in here is really weird, as much as the devs of this game have been trying, I'm sure, sometimes when you try to place a tether, the tether just ends up inside the pillar that you're climbing down. So I've found that if you always jump before placing the tether appears in midair and falls, and then you can actually place it manually and not have to deal with the fact that your tethers are no clipping into an object. Alright, and then we can put one right out here on the tip so we can find it. And And stick that symbol right on the very edge of our view so that when I open up the Planetopedia, Resourcepedia, I can still kind of see it. And then try and work out what that is. So it's not spherulite, although that's close. It's none of those. Argon? That's pretty close, isn't it? But the inner bit is also lumpy, not just the outer bit. Rubber? Nah. Silicon. It's silicon. So I need resin, quartz, and I need methane. So I should be able to make silicon on this planet. Again, I'm pretty convinced that you can always make the resource that you need on the planet that you're on. Although I'm not 100% on that. Did I get the wrong pillar? I did. Okay, so this isn't the one I'm looking for. This is not the pillar you are looking for. Where is the pillar I'm looking for? There it is. These are not the drones you are looking for. Oh, damn it. Hey, got there. Cool. Well, I sort of got there and then fell off again. Nope. Yep. Nope. Oh. Oh. Hey. Hey. Oh, hey. Wait a minute. There we go. Okay, cool. Yeah. It's actually kind of impressive the way they made the gravity sort of work. And it works 90% of the time. Would have been really hard to program and get that right. Would have expected it to fail and, like, you know, accelerate people into the roof at 1,000,000 miles an hour heaps of times during the development process. But hey, they got there in the end and now it works really well. So the fact that I could get into there, I think, means that I've actually activated the top, which means that that must have worked by now. Best guess? Not really sure. Don't remember. But yeah, I think the center of the planet isn't open unless you've activated the surface of the planet gate. So I think the surface gate must have been opened while I was digging my way down here and prepping a spot for the auto extractor. Silicon, 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 silicon. Relatively easy, it's just the methane, but like I said, I believe this planet would have that because that's... Was it methane? I don't even remember now. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that the planet you're on always contains everything you need to make the gate activation chemical. Speaking of... Yep, definitely activated the gate, so we can move those things back in a minute. What do we got here? Methane, cool. Put one of those there. Silicone, diamond, graphene, plastic. No, silicon's this way. Resin and quartz. Happen to have one of each of those just sitting here, so that's nice. Let's go and get our power supplying materials because that's what they're for. At the moment, they're not powering the base, and that's not very useful. I'm trying to get the cable to disconnect. There we go. Alright, so I was not sure that I was going to successfully, in an hour or an hour and a half, activate Novus today, but first of all, it being a moon and henceforth not as deep a planet, in other words, it doesn't take as long to actually dig to the center. We've actually made really quick progress, so this has gone better than I would have expected. Might take a few more methanes back with me as well. Or do I? No, I had methane, didn't I? I had a whole jar of other stuff. Resource canister of the stuff. So I think we will because I've got more time. It's not too late. It must be like 10 o'clock now since I started 9ish and it's been an hour. I think I do have enough time. We will do the probe on this stream. We will go looking for the Earth probe, whatever it was, man-made, Earth-made probe. So we will get that done after all. Right, one more, and then we can go to the center, drop the silicon off, come up, make a buggy, load the buggy with stuff that we need, move the probe to the appropriate slot on my backpack, and go searching. But yeah, I mean, there's Voyager 1 and Voyager 2. And Voyager 1 left first, but I think Voyager 2 was further out due to its slingshot. I don't know. I could be wrong about that. I think there's something special about Voyager 2, like it's doing something extra. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, there's Voyager 1 and Voyager 2. Right, silicone. Put that on my backpack. It's in my backpack. Do, 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 do. Do. Haven't heard that song in a while. Yeah, every now and again there's a slight physics hitches on the ground, especially if you try to make a flat surface. I think there's a few polygons that are just sort of sticking out at weird angles, like the mesh isn't perfect. Because, I mean, the tool literally deforms the mesh of the ground, which is, I mean, that's got to be resource intensive in the first place. So I'm impressed that they got it to work at all, let alone how well they got it to work. And then combine that with having to do graphics calculations, gravity calculations. This is... the game gets more and more impressive the more you think about what they had to go through to make it. And of course a lot of that, like a lot of you wouldn't know that, but I've done some software engineering and I've done a lot of programming in my lifespan. And I know about the maths involved in physics, even though physics was actually my worst topic. In all the sciences, physics is by far the one I'm worst at. But I'm good enough at it to understand how everything goes. I'm just really slow when I do it. So I can do it, I just don't do it as quickly and as instinctively as others do. But yeah, the physics involved in this game would take a fair bit of programming. It would not be quick and easy at all. So, kudos. And that is Novus. Gate activated. 5 of 8. Did that just say of 7? Isn't it 8? How do I get the missions up again? Multi-core processing. 5 of 7. I thought there were 8 planets. Is there only 7 planets? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's only 7 planets. That means there'll be one less episode than I thought. Well, sort of. I imagine actually activating Atrox is going to take us forever, because the only way I really see forward in doing that is a lot of different power supplies, like where is the gate? There's the gate. Solars and wind and probably a lot of RTGs as well, because I don't see how else we're really going to activate the gate on Atrox, since Atrox has low wind, low solar. It's a super low power planet to begin with. So yeah, I don't know, maybe like 100 RTGs or something. Alright, so the other thing I did want to talk about was my drone. And I thought of it because the battery packs that were charging right next to me just finished, so all the lights went green. So let me just unplug that now that that's done. It's really hard. Flying an FPV drone, the guys on YouTube make it look super easy. It is not easy at all. It is really, really, really difficult. Probably one of the hardest things I've ever done is try to learn to fly one of these things. I am getting better. Bit by bit, I managed to fly it around the room without crashing it today. I then broke a propeller immediately afterwards. My first experience with it was goddamn awful, let's put it that way. Before I ran out of my very first battery, I crashed it into my own head and got it tangled in my hair, which required me to cut the drone out of my hair. I then had to spend another half hour. Oh damn, I can't let this go now. Let the digger go. I'm going to have to walk at this slow pace down this incline. I had to cut the drone out of my hair. I then had to remove each motor from the drone one by one, so I had to disconnect everything. Luckily, this drone comes with plug motors. The motors have plugs on the end of the cords that connect them to the main board, rather than I believe the standard version is actually they're soldered on. So then I wouldn't have been able to easily remove the propellers and disentangle all my hair that had bound up around the motors. Yeah, it's a lot of work, and I wouldn't call it a cheap hobby either. This was quite expensive. It cost me several hundred Australian dollars. 450, 460, somewhere in that vicinity. It's about 200, 230, 240 American for the drone that I got, which is the GEP RC Tiny Go 4K version. I did buy the 4K version. I kind of semi-regret that now because it doesn't, I really didn't need a 4K version. But anyway, I bought that one because that was the one I could find. I couldn't actually find the standard definition version. And it's an all-in-one kit, so it comes with everything you need to fly the drone. The control of the drone and the goggles. The goggles, you say, yes, it's a first-person view drone. So you see what the drone sees. You actually fly it using goggles very similar to VR goggles. And you actually look into the drone, where the drone is looking is how you actually fly the thing. There is little to no iron here. I think I did this for nothing. I think there's better iron deposits below. I'm tempted to go and use one of them instead, because this one's just going to run out before I even really get started. So I'll pick up my tethers as I go. And then somehow I'm going to have to move this digger. I believe it was down another level. Oh, and I can't move the digger. Oh no. That's going to be a real problem. Haha. Oh, I can't see anything though. There we go. Alright. So here somewhere is where I'm going to want to do it. Let's just stick the digger there for now and see if I can stick it on that wall. Yeah, that's better. So it's still not great, but it is more. So we'll go with that, which means I need to make myself a little bit of a platform where I can place something to stand on. So I can put a platform of some description to attach the RTG to so that I can power the thing and then plug it all in. And then we'll go and do the buggy stuff. I had to cut my hair. Yeah, not heaps of it, but yes, I had to cut my hair. And then because it was a rotating motor, it severely dreaded large amounts of my hair as well. Which I was only able to finally get the last of the tangles out today. That's 3 showers and half a bottle of conditioner later. Yeah, flying FPV drones, really, really difficult. I'm getting better though. We'll see. At some point, I will be able to fly this thing around the room without crashing it. Ideally, I want to take it outside because this drone is really better as an outside drone. It's less of an indoor drone than most of the starter kits. There is a brand new starter kit now from Beta FPV, which I believe is what the pros are saying is probably the bestest starter drone. And that is the Beta FPV Cetus. They have two kits. They have a Beta FPV Racing RTF. RTF stands for Ready to Fly, which means it comes with everything. And that is a basic kit. And then there's the Beta FPV Advanced RTF. I don't remember what the difference is. I think there's a slight difference in drone, and then there's a slight, you get more batteries. And then there's the brand new Beta FPS Cestus, or Cetus. Is it Cetus or Cestus? One or the other. And that new one, what that has in advantage over all the other drones is it has position hold. Now, position hold, normally for a drone, you would need a GPS, which a beginner drone is not going to come with a GPS. But this, instead of using a GPS, actually uses the camera signal to read its position. So it works out where it is in relation to everything else in the room by what it can see through the camera. It also has a second camera that points straight down that allows it to judge its altitude and maintain its altitude. So the Cetus can do something which none of the other drones can do, or none of the other beginner drones or drone packages can do, and that is you can actually put the controller down and the drone will hover in midair in the exact same spot on its own. It'll just sit there. Now, my drone will not do that. If I did that, my drone would fly into one of the walls very, very quickly, make horrible grindy noises, because some of the flight controller software, like when the propellers of the drone, it tries to adjust the power to do certain things, and sometimes the things it's trying to do will cause it to get vacuum towards something. Because, you know, the drone is pushing air. From the bottom side, it's pushing air, but from the top side, it's actually sucking air. So if the top gets too near something, say for instance the curtains or the wall, the drone will actually suck itself to the curtains of the wall. So yeah, it can be very, very, very difficult. And there are ways around that, but I'm by no means pro enough to deal with it yet. Eventually I will be. Alright, there we go. So now we're digging hematite as well. So it's been a while, so I'm going to update my spreadsheet. So we are on Novus. We did place a hab on this planet. We now have a digger that is digging hematite. We have activated the gateway. We've not done the probe yet, and there's no RTGs on the planet because the only RTG is the one powering the digger, and I don't count that because it's not powering the base. Right. So back to the surface. But yeah, look. I've seen the video footage of people flying the drones, and it looks like it'd be incredible fun, and I want to do it. Secondarily, I have had a change of career recently. I am becoming a security guard, which, yeah, you know, it's not the most amazing career ever. But one of the things that they're moving towards, especially with patrol security guards on larger areas these days, is they'll use drones. So I want to learn to fly drones so I can be that, you know, next level of security guard that can go and do that. So if I can pilot these first-person view drones, racing drones, because these are drones designed for racing, that is a level above the kind of drone piloting skills that those guys need to have. So if I'm that good, you know, hopefully I can get that higher, I hope, higher level paid job to fly drones. That's my idea anyway, was to kill two birds with one stone. So I'm changing career path as well as, you know, trying to do something good with it. Do something good with this new hobby. But yeah, it's really difficult. It's a difficult hobby. Don't let any of the YouTube videos fool you. Those guys must be pro as to fly the way they do. I will, if I remember, put a link in the description so you can see the drone that I bought. But if you're familiar with this channel, chances are I'll forget, because I always forget. But I'll try not to. We'll see how we go. Alright, I'm going to need these 2 QT RTGs. Probe scanner. Need to rearrange my backpack. Let's take the oxygen tank off. Put probe scanner there. Ooh, we're already close. Wow. That's really close. Rover seat, attach the QT RTGs, get into rover seat and drive. As Rihanna would say, shut up and drive. Is that Rihanna? I think that's Rihanna. There's an old drone. Did that have a functioning rover seat? No, it didn't. Scrap. Debris. And extenders, which I've never used. I don't even know what they're for. I think they're for extending the power length. How far the power can travel or something. I don't really get it. Yep. That away. Terrain here is getting a bit annoying, but that's alright. Ah, don't get beached. Give it some oomph. Oh, oh, oh. Roll back. Excellent. Oh, that's probably it there. Maybe. Oh. That really looked like debris. It's not. It's just a weird rock. Oh, there is some debris there. Yep, that's it. It's got the probe socket and everything. I should be able to get back over that. No problems. Doop doobie boo. What is it? Is that Voyager as well? That looks like the other Voyager. What else looks like this? What was the Mars one? Oh, Mariner X. Mariner was Jupiter, Neptune? I can't remember what Mariner was for. But alright, there's Mariner done as well. So, very successful day. Activated Novus, and found the probe, and started a hematite auto extractor so that I can, you know, grab more iron when I need it. Like I said, I do have... I'm going to need the compass because I have no idea where home is. Oh, I was going the right way. Oh, there it is. I can just see it on the horizon now. Yeah, I don't really need it because I've got... ooh. I have trade station. What's that? Plastic. Don't really need plastic, but that's alright. We'll grab those. Freebies. But yeah, it is nice to know that you can just, you know, if you need to use a lot of it for whatever reason. I don't know what that reason would be. I don't even think I need it. I don't even think I'm going to need it at any point during this playthrough. Maybe when I get to Atrox and I have to make lots of RTGs. Yeah, then I can always just come back here, grab the entire canister full and have, you know, 30-ish, is it 60, is it 30? I can't remember. I think it's 30. 30-ish, just at my disposal, ready to use. Whoa, 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 don't go down that hole. I'm trying to... There we go. not too shabby. I will take the plastic back with me, because why not? I will take... Is there any more iron sitting here? No, there isn't. Let's turn this compass off, now that I don't need it anymore. Let's go have a look and see how much iron we've packed so far. Can't be that much. No, 6. Very little. But, alright, it's going. I do want to take some iron back with me. But I don't want to exhaust any of these nodes, because I could use them to actually extract. Although I think the secondary one I'm going to struggle to get iron rather than aluminium. But, you know, you get that. So, if I can sort of remember where that previous one was... Can maybe just dig that one out. Get the few bits of iron out of that I'm going to get. So I don't reckon there's much here. The auto extractor said there was little. Oh yeah, there was very little. That was it. That's all of it. That was disappointing. What did I get? 1? 1. Alright, we'll take 1 home with me. I suppose it's better than nothing, but not by much. All right. So not what I expected. I was expecting this to take longer. Many of my other ventures, when I've tried to do this, it's taken me, 2-3 hours to get a planet gateway activated, as well as do the probe and get a digger set up. Let's not forget the RTGs. I need those. And fly back home again. Okay, we're running low on petrol, so I do need to do another hydrazine when I get home. And that is... No, that's Glacio, that's Calidor. Where are we? There we are, Silver. Try not to accidentally go to Solo. Yep, cool. Got the right planet. Let's find home. To speed up the planetary rotation, or well, our rotation around the planet, as opposed to the actual planet's rotation. And try to find home base. Where is home base? It's near an activated gate. Well, actually it's not. The nearest activated gate is miles away. And plop. So, 1 extra iron. Miserable piece of extra iron, and I've got a bit of plastic, which I'll put over here because it's a advanced resource. I tend not to put them in the piles of standard resources. But let's grab one of those so I've got more tethers later. Alright guys, well, that... How do you do it again? No, no, no. Damn it, what are the buttons? I thought it was just 1. Oh, it is 1, 2. I've only got Gangnam Style? I've only got Gangnam Style. Oh well. Yeah, so that's going to do it, guys. Pretty successful day. I've still got lots to talk about in regards to my drone and the other new games, Celesta and Biomutant, but we'll do this probably in the next video. Yes, this is a multiplayer game. You can play it up to 8, I think, is the max that a server can handle. Yeah, I've never played it multiplayer, but yes, this can be played multiplayer too. Yeah, just a quick question from the chat there. That's actually my brother. I don't know whether he wants people to know that, but too bad. Now they do. Yeah, but yeah, that's going to do it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the show. If you did, hit that like button. If you'd like to see more of my content, hit that subscribe button. Makes it nice and easy to find everything all in one place. If you didn't like it, hit that dislike button. But if you do, leave me a comment. Let me know what about it is you didn't like, because otherwise I can't improve. And because I have such an irregular live schedule and such an irregular upload video schedule, it would behoove you to hit that notification bell if you'd like to be on the pulse when I drop something new. So thanks very much again for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next one.